What if you could instantly see every device connected to your network without any passwords? Cisco's CDP and LLDP protocols reveal your entire network topology in seconds. In this video, I'll show you how to use these powerful tools to troubleshoot like a pro, and the shocking security risk they create if not configured properly. CDP and LLDP Discovery Protocol. Most network devices never work on their own. In principle, they have neighbors. Knowing your own neighbors helps greatly to troubleshoot the network and make it evolve. If no documentation or schematics are available on the network, it is possible to use a dynamic discovery protocol, which allows you to give information about the devices that are directly connected, as well as certain features. This protocol is called CDP. It is a Cisco proprietary protocol that can discover its own neighbors without needing to know their passwords. To work, routers and switches send CDP messages to each of their interfaces. From a troubleshooting point of view, using the CDP protocol allows you to complete or correct a documentation or a diagram with the interfaces that each device uses. There is another dynamic discovery protocol called LLDP. Unlike CDP, LLDP is a standardized discovery protocol and is completely independent of Cisco. It therefore makes it possible to discover neighboring devices from different vendors. It has very similar functions to CDP. This image shows an example of how CDP exchanges information with its neighbors who are directly connected. The admin who connects to the switch 1 will be able to see the devices that are directly connected to him, provided that CDP is enabled on their interfaces. CDP is able to harvest from its neighbors their names, their IP addresses, and the identifier of their interfaces. In the image, you can see that routers 1 and 2, as well as switch 4, are not participating in CDP swaps. Well, it's simply because the switch 1 is not directly connected to these devices. To obtain the CDP information of these 3 devices, you would have to use Telnet by connecting to switch 3 to retrieve the CDP information of router 1 and switch 4, and go to switch 2 for router 2. CDP information is visible with the show CDP command. By making a CDP question mark, we see that there are several keywords that allow access to different types of information and different levels of detail. CDP is enabled by default on all interfaces, but you can disable this feature on one interface or on all interfaces. To disable it on all interfaces, you must use the no CDP run command in global configuration mode. And to disable it only on one interface, you have to do a no CDP enable on the interface in question. In the example, this is the 00 gigabit Ethernet interface, and for activation, it's the same command, but without the no. Here is an example of a topology which you can very easily reproduce on Packet Tracer, where we have 2 routers and 2 switches. The show CDP neighbors command displays information about neighboring devices using CDP. Here, the command is run on router 1. For each CDP discovered neighbor, displays the device ID, which is the host name of the device, the local interface, which is its local interface. That is to say, the one that is on the side of its neighbor. We have the hold time, which is a value expressed in seconds. This is the amount of time left before deleting this entry if no update is received. The capability column. This is the type of neighboring equipment. For example, an R means it's a router and an S for switch. The platform column gives the model of the neighboring device, and the port ID corresponds to the port of the neighboring device. If we add the word detail to the show CDP neighbors command, the output will include a lot plus of information, such as the IP addresses of the neighbors. CDP only collects information about neighboring Cisco devices which are directly connected to it. Now let's move on to the LLDP protocol. It's a protocol that's meant to replace a good number of proprietary protocols like CDP. It is also used for network discovery and works as a CDP by sending messages at regular intervals to discover its neighbors. The command to enable LLDP on all interfaces is LLDP run. To be done in global configuration mode, a no LLDP run deactivates LLDP. For the configuration on an interface, you have to do a LLDP transmit and an LLDP receive directly on the interface. And to disable it, just add a no in front of the activation command. The word transmit is for sending LLDP, and the word receive is for the reception.